There's a maniac who seeks to end us all.
Man, Bale looks like a beast.
Yes. Bringing back my girl Natalie.
Absolutely love her.
We've got Korg. He's my best friend. Yes. There's my ex-girlfriend Jane.
His ex-girl.
Valkyrie.
This is the best day of my life!
The Guardians.
I low-key, that scene where Valkyrie was like going after,
They are wonderful.
Yes, they are. They also
Gorr.
scream quite a lot.
yeah, I low-key kind of feel like we might see her die or something, man. Like, she might be like in over her head. I don't know.
This would be a relaxing holiday.
This guy.
I said it was going to be like a relaxing holiday.
Never, man. You're with the Avengers, bro.
Human handshake. It's the Asgardian shake.
These two
But you cannot trust.
together is just gonna be an absolute pissing match, bro.
Yeah, it's gonna be straight comedy.
In theaters July 8th. Tickets on sale
Oh my
now.
god. All right, my man. Yeah, so welcome back to the Circle Club. I'm here with our expert Corey of What's Next. Make sure you go follow him because this guy is a beast. All right, so we just saw Thor: Love and Thunder. What was your initial reaction? We got about a week away before this drops. How you feeling, my man?
I'm feeling good. You know, I love this new rendition of Thor ever since Ragnarok. I'm all for any Thor content. You know, I'm a big Guardians guy. I love me some Guardians. The original is high up on my MCU list for specific reasons. Seeing Chris Pratt get some screen time with Thor or with Chris Hemsworth on this is going to be absolute comedy. But I'm really intrigued by Christian Bale, as we've always said. I think Christian Bale, when he's signing up for a project, he's in for something big time, right? Yeah, top 5. Shut up. Top 5, and he's not two, but he's one.
No, right.
So I think at the end of the day, I think what I'm actually really excited for out of this trailer is more built up knowledge on the hierarchy of how the MCU universe is. I saw there early on in that trailer some Celestials at the place with all the gods. So I'm really I want to really see where this new phase is going, and I think there's no better movie to push you further towards where you're going than an established character who's in their 4th rendition, right? I think you can do that while telling his own story because you already have a lot of backstory already there, right? So I think although this might be a love story, this is going to be a lot about the dynamic of how the universe is working right now and the power struggle within it. So I think that's going to be the main purpose of a lot of this.
Yeah, I think, honestly, so one thing that we have said a ton about Marvel, Star Wars, all these things, is that they need to try new genres. Like, we've seen drama action, we've seen sort of the mystery, and that's why we loved Doctor Strange so much. It's because it was sort of this horror thriller thing, right? This is probably going to be the first real, like, romance, rom-com that we get. I'm curious how long it takes for those two to kind of rekindle what happened there. Like, it's just like, it's one of those things where it's like, it's been in the back of everyone's mind of like, when are we getting Jane Foster back? You know, Natalie Portman is A-list material. Like, we knew that they were saving her for a Heat moment, and now I think this moment is here. Don't sleep, if you're watching, don't sleep on Drax and those guys too. Like, I think Drax totally underrated. I think this is probably one of his last movies, right? Or he said like he wasn't gonna do anymore if Taika wasn't involved. So
yeah, this is I think Drax's second to last appearance. He's gonna or really third to last because he's gonna be in the Guardians holiday special, and then he'll be in the Guardians 3. But Dave Bautista has been very adamant that is the end of his Drax performance.
Right, so I wouldn't be surprised, like I said, if we, as we're watching this love story kind of start to have this rekindle moment, there's also going to be sort of this moment of us, the audience, as well, being like, man, we've come full circle. And that's why I think low-key someone major might die in this, or someone may be separated. I think that it's one of these things, right, where it's like we've had these characters for a decade, and I think we're sort of at that period where we're starting to do the send off, and it's gonna make people nervous, and some people are gonna be upset, but it's sort of necessary at this point.
I think something to note too, though, is I think a lot of people have not been talking about Guardians, right? And Guardians being in this movie, I think is very slept on, but also I think it's going to be very critical to where Guardians is going for their last stint, right? We know Gamora is not here anymore. I think a lot of us are going, I think what's going to end up happening is the obvious, right? I think Thor and Jane have to rekindle that relationship, or at least I think a lot of us are hoping that's the case. And I think this situation is going to give Peter Quill some hope that maybe somehow, some way, Gamora will end up wanting him. But I think there's going to be some type of transition there, because if you really look at the characters, there are a lot of similarities between them, right? In Star-Lord and Thor. So I think the Guardians are going to play some type of pivotal role in this, and they really haven't shown the hand of what the Guardians are really doing here, right? I don't think they're just a throwaway. All right, they were with Thor, now they dump him off because he's just in this emotional trip, you know?
Right.
So we'll see.
All right, so that was the Thor and Love and Thunder trailer, probably the final trailer before next week. Let us know what you thought about it. Was there something interesting that we missed? I think that Eternal Celestial piece is very critical, very huge. I think that's going to be a big part of it. You know, we've seen hints of the Wakandan gods. We've got a little bit of the Moonlight gods going. So I think this is going to be like a very pivotal shift in the Marvel world, and I think that it might be something people are sleeping on. I think this movie is going to be one of those movies where it's like people go and then people they start talking and they're like, yo, you got to see this, man. You got to see this. So if you're really a Marvel fan, you have to see this.
I think that's a good point, because I know people personally, right, that always want to come to the premieres with us, always want to watch it, and for some reason, a lot of people are like, that movie's looking, this one's looking corny, and I'm like, really? I'm like, after the third Thor stint with Taika Waititi, Ragnarok, it was such a hit. And people, I think, are really sleeping right now on this movie, and it's gonna change.
I could totally see that.
I'm sensing the Top Gun Maverick type of thing. Like, yo, you gotta go see this. Like, this is so good. You don't release a July MCU movie unless it's a good movie. So we're going for the summer banger, and Maverick set that tone. So let's see what Thor can do here.
And listen, that's why you guys need to subscribe to us over here, What's Next in the Circle Club, because we go and watch the movies. We let you know what we think, what your thoughts are immediately as it happens. We're going into premieres. We're going to opening days. We'll let you know pretty quickly. You go and follow us on TikTok, because as soon as we see the movies, we always, boom, yo, this movie was sick. Boom, this movie was trash. So make sure you go over there and subscribe, and because we make new content every single week. TikTok pretty much every single day if you love that type of stuff. So thank you for watching, and make sure you comment and let us know what your thoughts were. We'll see you all in the next video.